Hey everyone, it's weather for Weather Geeks time on this thirsty Thursday. Good looking day out there today. Beautiful, very pleasant summer day. It is not all that warm for this time of the year when you consider that our all-time record high in Youngstown occurred on this date back in the 30s. It was 103, I believe. It could be a lot hotter at this time of the year, so we'll enjoy some pretty comfortable weather here for the rest of the afternoon. Radar is nice and quiet. We have nothing locally. There could be some stray shower and thunderstorm activity popping up, particularly to our east for the rest of the afternoon, and they're dealing with a few showers and storms down in the Tidewater of Virginia and eastern parts of North Carolina this afternoon. But our weather is quiet. It's going to stay that way for the rest of the day. Show you the overall temperatures here across the country. There is heat to be found, but it's not extreme heat. Again, considering it's traditionally we're getting into the hottest part of the year. 90s in Texas, but boy, they could be in the hundreds easily already at this time of the day. Now, some places are going to flirt with 100 by the end of the day, but you know, even for 12:30 in the afternoon in Dallas, 92, if you're a resident down there, that's not that bad, really. Plenty of seasonable air found across the country. You're not finding a whole lot to write home about in terms of temperatures this afternoon. As far as dew points go, you step out today and you notice, hey, it's not all that muggy. Check out the dry air mass that is pushed into parts of the Great Lakes, the Midwest, and into the Northeast as well, with dew points down in the 50s. The real soupy air is now confined down into the Southeast this afternoon, and dew points are coming back up across the Plains states. Now, eventually, this air is going to come east, and so I do think, especially by the second half of the upcoming weekend, we are going to get into that more tropical feeling air, but it's going to take until the end of the weekend before we get there. Until then, we're looking pretty good as far as both temperatures and precipitation go. Let the satellite load in for just 1 second here, and as you can see, there's not a lot of barn burners across the country today. A few thunderstorms down here east of Oklahoma City, and a little bit of shower activity up in the Dakotas this afternoon. And last night, if you missed this, on my weather blog, it's ericwfmj.com, I posted a long, thorough post here talking about the lack of a tornado warning for the Canfield tornado, why that was, how often that happens, how often there's a tornado but no warning. It happens more often than I suspect you think. Also, look at tornado history across the valley, going back to 1950. I've got lots of fun statistics on here, some interesting things, and also a look ahead. I'm going to talk about the upcoming forecast here, but if you want a little more insight, check out my weather blog post from last night, ericwfmj.com. All right, here's a look at the rest of the week. No problems through the rest of the day. Friday's going to be a nice day as well, a little bit warmer than today, but generally broad area of high pressure across the eastern U.S. This is probably just bogus precipitation. It's trying to spit up across the mountains of Pennsylvania. Maybe there's a stray shower, but nothing to worry about here. We're going to head into the weekend, and as I've been talking about all week, the first half of the weekend is the better half of the weekend. Here's Saturday afternoon. Again, we're probably going to ignore this junk out here in the higher terrain of New York and PA. That's probably a 10 to 20% thunder shower chance out there, but we're dry all day Saturday. Call it a mix of sun and clouds. Warm Saturday. We'll get into the 80s, just as we would expect at this time of the year. Moderate humidity Saturday. I don't think it's going to be terribly muggy just yet, but that's going to change by Sunday. Here we go into Sunday morning, and already a band of showers and storms may have moved through at daybreak on Sunday. Got a cold front pushing in, and this is not a washout, I don't think, on Sunday, but I think there'll be at least 1, 2, maybe even 3 or 4 rounds worth of little clusters of showers and storms. So if you have outdoor plans on Sunday, I wouldn't necessarily cancel them, but just be aware that at any point Sunday we could see a shower or a thunderstorm. And that pretty good chance of wet weather is going to continue into Monday. This is Monday morning we're looking at, and what we have here is a stronger cold front attached to low pressure. This is the front that's going to usher in some pretty serious cool air for midweek, at least serious for July. But ahead of it, yeah, pretty good round of showers and storms, it looks like, for Monday. So Sunday and Monday looking a little active. Towards the middle of next week. Most of that activity is out by Tuesday. This is Tuesday morning. I suppose there could be one more shower on Tuesday, particularly in the morning. But the big story middle of next week is going to be the below average temperatures. They're going to stick around for a few days, and it already has not been that hot of a July. Here's a look at the temperature anomalies so far. We are 9 full days into the month. Today's the 10th. And these are the anomalies, the difference from average over the first 9 days of July. It's been warm in the western U.S., with the exception of right along the coast. But from the Rockies east to about the Ohio River Valley, it's been close to or below average. And when you take the first 9 days as a whole. Here in Youngstown, we're about half a degree below average. Really not a big anomaly, but it certainly has not been all that hot. We have not had a 90 just yet. We're not going to have one next week either. And the week after that, maybe, but through the end of next week, no 90-degree readings coming our way. In fact, look at the temperature anomaly forecast for next week, starting on the morning of the 15th, taking us through the morning of the 20th. So basically, this is next week through next weekend. And this is a cool July pattern. We're going to have a trough of low pressure over parts of the Midwest, the Northeast, the Great Lakes, ridge out west. And this is the pattern we were in for a lot of winter. Now, of course, it's summer, so it's not going to be cold. We're not going to have snow. But when you consider that our average high in the hottest part of summer is about 82 degrees, and we'll probably see 3-4 days, maybe 5 days in a row of temperatures no higher than the lower and middle 70s. That's pretty significant for July. So that's the way it looks for next week. What happens beyond that, it's a little too early to say. Certainly odds favor at least a return to average, perhaps above average for the tail end of July. That's our Thursday weather for Weather Geeks video. I'll be on as usual tonight, 21 News at 6 and 11. Early risers, check out WFMJ today and Jess Berganti tomorrow morning, and we'll have another weather for Weather Geeks for you about 2:30, 3 o'clock as always on Friday afternoon. Have a great Thursday evening.